Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use the Simtech PSE1 Power Steering Fluid Exchanger. For the purpose of this demonstration, we are showing the portable version with the optional cart. The first thing we need to do is connect the 12-volt wiring harness to our 12-volt power source. For the purpose of this demonstration, we are going to simply use the battery of the car that's being serviced. Simply make your positive and negative connections. And then on the PSE in the front, you will notice a red button. Simply depress. Once you see the light, you know you have power. Next, we want to remove the extraction wand from the side of the machine. And simply make the quick disconnect to the control wand. Once we have done that, we are now ready to put fluid in our tanks. The Simtech PSE1 includes two 5-liter tanks, black hose representing your waste fluid. Simply unscrew, dump out once it's full. Your new fluid is represented by the red hose. Simply has a button that you press down and a quick disconnect that allows you to swap new fluid tanks so you do not commingle different types of fluid. Once that's been done, simply unwind our control wand cable, the length that we need. We will need to locate our power steering fluid reservoir. The extraction wand has two buttons, remove, fill. The power steering fluid service simply requires the extraction of the dirty fluid out of the power steering reservoir, refilling the power steering fluid reservoir, starting the vehicle, chalking the wheels left and right, and then repeat that process until you get a nice, good, clear color of new power steering fluid in your reservoir. Generally, it's going to take 2 or 3 exchanges to get to that. So, in this one, we're going to hit remove. And we're simply going to move that wand around until it starts sucking air. And once you see it start sucking air, I just move the wand around to make sure I can get as much of that old fluid out of there as I can. Okay. Once that's done, I simply release the remove button, and now I'm ready to refill the reservoir. And I simply hit the fill button, and I see new fluid going in. Now you want to make sure that you pay attention to your min-max lines on your reservoir. And we have now completed our first exchange. Disconnect the wand so I don't have any extra fluid dripping. Reconnect it on the wand holder on the side of the machine. And now we are going to start the vehicle and chalk the wheels left and right several times to force the new fluid through the rack and pinion. Okay, now that we have completed the first exchange, crank the engine, chalk the wheels left and right, we are now ready to repeat this process. We will again drain the power steering fluid reservoir of the fluid in it and replace it with new. So again, we take the extraction wand, simply reconnect to our control wand, and again, we repeat the remove fill process. Simply press the remove button to extract the fluid that's remaining in the reservoir. Again, once you get some air bubbles coming through, you just want to adjust the hose so that you make sure you get all the remaining fluid that you can. Once you're satisfied that you've got all the fluid that can be got, simply let go of the remove button and then press the fill button. Again, make sure to pay attention to your min-max levels. Once that's done, again, to eliminate the spill, disconnect your extraction wand, and again, place it on the holder on the side of the PSE1. At this point, we're again going to start the vehicle, chalk the wheels left and right multiple times to again force that new fluid through the system. We will come back and we will check the color of the fluid, and if we are satisfied that the color of the fluid is in close in appearance with new fluid, we will end this service. If it is still discolored and we wish to have a higher concentration of new, we will repeat this service as many times as needed. Okay, at this point we just completed our second exchange, cranked the engine, chalked our wheels left and right, and now we want to inspect the fluid and make sure that it matches the color that I'm looking for. And I'm satisfied with that clear new power steering fluid. So for this service, 2 exchanges was all that was needed to get the clear new fluid appearance that we were after. So at this point we are now ready to disconnect the PSE1 and put it away. First thing we do, simply press the button, turn the power off, disconnect our positive and negative leads, and the service is now completed. Thank you again for your purchase of the Syntec PSE1 Power Steering Fluid Exchanger.